Generally, the best random sample is the simple random sample, or SRS. Later, we will compare the other sampling techniques to this one, so make sure you grasp the two-part definition of the SRS. And here it is. Definition Part 1, every individual in the population must be equally likely to be selected. And 2, every specific sample group of a certain size within the population must have the same probability of being selected as any other specific sample group of that certain size within the population. The first part of the definition is not too difficult to understand. We can ensure fairness and equal chance in many ways. Each person could have one piece of paper with his or her name on it. As long as the pieces of paper were identical except for the names, were mixed thoroughly, and then an impartial individual chose a piece at random, everyone was equally likely to be selected. If there were 100 people, each person had a 1 in 100 chance of being selected. But if one person's paper was given to someone else, and that someone else's name was on the paper, the someone else had 2 chances out of 100 to be selected. 98 people had 1 in 100 chance, and the person whose paper was taken away had no chance of being selected. This now violates Part 1 of the definition of an SRS. Part 2 is tricky, so pay attention. Suppose there are 50 males and 50 females, and a random sample of 4 will be taken. Any group of 4 should be just as likely as any other group of 4. Perhaps Ashley, Marissa, Jessica, and Will are 4 of the 100 people in the population. They represent one specific sample of 4 from the population. They should be just as likely to be selected as Marcus, Haley, Emma, and Jonathan. However, what if we decided that the sample of 4 from this population would take 2 females at random from the 50 females and 2 males at random from the 50 males? It is a random sample, but it's not a simple random sample because the first group is impossible to be selected. We found one group of 4 people from the entire population that has 0 chance of being chosen. We announce this group or state it would be impossible to select 3 females and 1 male under this procedure. Therefore, this is not an SRS. We violated the second part of the definition of an SRS. It often takes practice to recognize and articulate a violation of Part 2 of the SRS definition. You'll have a chance to do so in the videos that follow.